Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be doing more tests on the car, on the BZ4X. More specifically, we'll be doing tests for the fast charging. I don't know if you guys read about the BZ4X. Yes, it's an electric car, but it doesn't come with all the bells and whistles of all the new electric cars. For example, the BZ4X does not come with battery preconditioning. So there's a lot of things that are missing in this car. So I just want to make sure what are the capabilities and how far I can push the BZ4X to charge. I've done a few tests already beforehand, and the charges weren't that fabulous. I don't have any other words for it. We here in Montreal, Quebec, our winters are pretty harsh, and the temperature drops pretty low. We get up to minus 30 degrees Celsius. That's not every single day, but it does happen. So let's say I think I tested it once at minus 2 degrees Celsius, and the charge was at 22 kilowatts, which is insane because an electric car in 2023 should be charging much faster than this. Toyota did announce that the all-wheel drive models, which has the CATL batteries, are capable of up to 100 kilowatt in ideal conditions. And for the front-wheel drive, which has the Panasonic batteries, we're supposed to get around 150 kilowatt. So I have the all-wheel drive model, so I'm supposed to get at least 100 kilowatt in ideal conditions. So that means the battery is preheated. It's at an optimal temperature and the weather outside is good. So let's say in the summer, I'm supposed to get those ratings, but what's happening in winter? So I watched a few videos. I also watched Out of Specs video who he did a review of the ID4 doing yo-yoing. So it's pretty much pushing the car to its limit. Acceleration, deceleration as much as you can to heat up the battery. So you're pretty much creating a preconditioning of the battery by pushing the limits of the car. So by charging and discharging the battery cells, you do produce heat, and you see if the battery gets hotter or warmer. So when you get to the fast charger, you get faster speeds. So I'm going to be testing that today. So the first few tests I've done, what happens is I'm using the OBD. So I'm just going to grab you this here. I'll put all these stuff on the description. So this is the OBD I'm using to get the reading of the car. So when I did the first test, I did not have the readings of the battery temperature because I didn't get the update for the BZ4X. So the profile was not available in the app I was using. After my second test, it was finally available, so I had to do another test. So in total, I've done around 3 tests. And the third one is the one I can actually see if the yo-yoing I'm doing has an actual effect on the battery, because I'll have actual data coming in from the OBD and I can actually see if the temperature of the battery is going up. So yeah, so that's what I have in plan, guys. So let's get to it. It's going to be fast chargers. The first fast charge I want to test is 150 kilowatt, which is around 60 kilometers from here. So I'm in Quebec. I'm going to have to go to Ontario to drive that 60 kilometers. And the charger happens to be free because they're doing a transition for the IV network, which I should have the card here. There you go. I actually received my card as well. So I'll be heading down to do that test, and coming back home, I'll try to stop at 2 different fast chargers as well. So I'll be doing that test twice. And the third time is the one where I managed to actually get the reading for the temperature of the battery. So let's get to it. So before we start our test, guys, with the DC fast charging, one last thing I want to tell you guys. As you guys may know, those who used to follow me from my RAV4 Prime videos, my YouTube channel used to be named RAV4 Primer. After buying the BZ4X, big complexity on should I keep the name, should I change it? So I ended up choosing EV Dude, which will be the new name for this channel. Why that name? I figured going forward I will only have electric cars, so it just made sense for me to just take a more complete name that would cover most of my following cars that I'll be purchasing. Obviously, the BZ4X will not be my last car. I'm looking into the BZ5X, the EV9 that's coming up in the market as well. So pretty much any big SUVs is my goal, my future goal. So that's why I ended up going with EV Dude. Let me know what you guys think of the name. Is it weird? Does it suit me? I'd like to hear about it. So shoot your comments in the comment section below. So let's get to the DC fast charge test. Okay guys, I'm about to go to from Montreal to Bainville, which is roughly 70 kilometers. I reset the trip. I'm technically supposed to have 204 kilometers of range. It's currently minus 12 outside, and this is my setting here. Hold on, I'm just going to turn this off because there's no one in the car. It's just me. So 20.5, everything is at auto, and also put this to maximize the airflow for the front. I also have my OBD reader here, which shows me roughly 76% state of charge for the BZ4X, since this is just a GOM, a guessometer. It's guessing 204, but the actual state of charge is 76%. I've left the car like this at 76%, guys. I didn't plug in the car, I didn't charge it. It's been like this the whole time. And I didn't preheat the car as well, but my car does sit in the garage that's heated at 15 degrees. So it might make a difference, guys. So that's the only variable from anyone out there who would leave their car outside. Mine is always at 15 degrees in the garage. But no matter what, it's still cold outside and I still want to test this. So yeah, right now it went to 75%. So I just saw that live. So let's get to the test, and I'll start driving to Bainville. See you guys there. So I just got to the IV chargers here. Very well lit, really hard to miss. So at the en route, with two chargers here, they're both at 150 kilowatts. I got here, the temperature is colder at minus 16. I've done actually 60 kilometers and not 70. And the GOM at 102 kilometers. And let's check the state of charge. State of charge at 49%, as you can see here. I'm just gonna go out and start the charge and see how much we're getting. So the cable was pretty stiff, so I had a hard time plugging it in, but not fantastic. 17 kilowatts with some yo-yo. So clearly, guys, the yo-yo does not work for the BZ4X, or I didn't do it properly. As you can see, 34 minutes and I'm at only 17 kilowatts. I went from 47% to 57% in 35 minutes. Yep, not that much. So I left the IV charger and I started to come back to Quebec, and I saw there was a few fast chargers here with 50 kilowatt. So since the IV charger in Ontario, I did 6.6 kilometers, not a lot, and I'm gonna start the session soon to try to see if one fast charge of somewhat, I don't know, I forgot how many minutes, 20 minutes, heats up the battery enough to get faster speeds on this one here. Just a reminder, I got 17 kilowatts in the other one, so hopefully I get something more here. All right, let's start the session, and I'm gonna go plug it in. All right, so the charge started here. You can see that the charger can give 50, and I'm pulling right now 23. Slightly better than the IV charger before. So it's been 10 minutes. I'm down to 20 kilowatts here. That's not that great. And I'm at 56%. All right, time to stop this and go home. We'll probably do another test tomorrow. Okay guys, so since my second fast charge, I'm back in Montreal. Drove another 55.2 kilometers. I'm at 51 kilometers with the GOM, minus 16 degrees. Yeah, it's getting late as well, 11 p.m. So I'm just gonna try a third fast charge. I know there are issues with the Toyota BZ4X with anything over 2 fast charges. I heard Toyota slows it down, so that might actually affect this charge. I've been also doing some yo-yo. By the way guys, I forgot to mention, I'm driving one pedal so I can maximize my regen as well as for the yo-yo effect. Also the state of charge, it is at 28% right now, and yeah, there is one fast charge available here, 50 kilowatt. There are 2 other cars charging here with level 2 chargers. They're probably staying here at the shopping center overnight. Maybe they work here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to charge this now and see what kind of speeds I get. Okay, the charging just started. Yeah, not so good. I'm at 23%, 50, and I'm at 30 kilowatts. Okay, so that increased 50 to 32 now. Okay, that's good. So I'm getting 34 kilowatts. That's pretty interesting. Okay, let's give it some time and we'll see if it increases. Okay guys, quick update. Clearly it's staying over 30 kilowatts, which is very good news. Contrary to what everyone was saying that Toyota decreases the speed on the third charge, doesn't seem to be the case. Unless the first 2 charge I wasn't getting the fastest speed ever. There is some discrepancies on the state of charge. The charger itself, since they charge you depending on what percentage you are on state of charge, this one is under 30%, but the OBD says 32%. So I'm charging right now, and the application says, I believe, 28% or 29, and this is at 32. So which one to believe? This is straight from the car, and that's through the communication protocol with the car and the fast charger itself. Another question to answer. All right guys, it's been around 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So the state of charge from the OBD right now, it's 35%. This is an interesting number which I need to verify. It is minus 25 kilowatts. I'm wondering if this is the actual charge I'm getting and if there's a loss in between, because the fast charger application says I'm getting around 34 kilowatts. This is saying I'm potentially getting 25 kilowatt. So this is the battery I'm getting, and I can switch to different screens here, and battery power, as you can see here, is minus 25. So it's the fact that it's minus means I'm getting energy, so that's why it's in the negative. And if that's the case, If it's minus 25 kilowatts, that means I'm only getting 25 and not the 34 as stated in the fast charger. And if I am, so that means there's clearly some loss here going on. And by the way, I don't even have room mode on. I'm just freezing. I'm freezing in the car here. So yeah, let's just go and check at the fast charger. So at the fast charger, as you can see, I'm getting 30 actually now. 32%. So 50 kilowatt is 125 is what the charger can give me, and I'm getting 30 with at 87 amperes. All right, time to stop this and call it a day. Hey guys, another day and another test. So I'll be doing the same thing today. Daytime from Montreal to Bainville to get a different test this time. My range is much less. I'm starting at 118 with a state of charge at 33. So my theory is arriving at the station with a lower state of charge might increase my chances of getting faster speeds while at the same time doing yo-yo. So yeah, let's see. It says +7 guys, but the car has been sleeping in the garage for the whole night. No charger, just parked inside the garage at 15 degrees Celsius. So outside I believe it's -10 now. It's slowly going to decrease, but we'll get the temperature once we get there. I got a feeling we'll be around -10 or -12 once we get there. And I'll be using the auto keeper as well. Let's speed up the car at 21, synchronized as always, and you're gonna see a peak of power here going for the heat pump. All right, so let's do this. So I have 5.2 kilometers to go, and I'm at 0 range. And the state of charge says 9%. So clearly when you're at 0% range, you still have 10% with the state of charge. So that's one good thing to know. And hopefully I'll make it. But I'll come in at the station pretty much at probably 5% state of charge. Hopefully I make it. I turned off the heating. I'm trying to maximize at this point just getting to the station. So made it to the station guys, once again at the AWD station. Same charger. I'm at 0% range. I've done 60 kilometers and I'm at a state of charge of 7%. So yeah, let's see what kind of speeds I'm getting in here. And the temperature is around -12. Yeah, so not bad. By the way, sensors are all blocked in the front as well, so I'll have to clean those up. Let's start the charge. Wow, pretty impressive today. I'm at 53 kilowatts compared to 17 kilowatts yesterday, guys. Clearly the state of charge being 0% and doing a little bit yo-yo does make a difference. So yesterday 17, today as you can see 53 kilowatts. Yep, so this is good to go. So a quick update, I'm in the car and it's currently at 52 kilowatts. It did peak at 55 and it went down to 52. It's been 11 minutes. Back at 13% when I was at 0. And here the OBD says I'm at 20%. That's with the reserve. And I'm getting roughly around 47 kilowatts. So obviously, probably loss of power. loss in heat. Usually there's always some kind of loss when you charge the car. So if this is real, if this is exact, so I'm getting around 47 kilowatts versus what's being displayed here, which is 52. It's been 12 minutes. Hopefully the battery gets warmer and I get better charge. All right, guys, so it's almost been 30 minutes. The lowest I've seen is 47, and the peak was 55 kilowatts. That's almost triple than what I got yesterday at 17. So clearly state of charge and doing a little bit of yo-yo with the car does help. So I'm going to stop it here at 30 minutes. I'm at 36%, should be enough to go back home. Or maybe I'll try to stop by another fast charger and see if it goes faster, since the battery's already heated up. So with that 36%, I'm at 94 kilometers here. And I think the state of charge from the OBD is 40%. Yeah. Before going back home, I'm just gonna go grab some Tims. Alright guys, I'm at the 100 kilowatt charger here, and I started charging. You can't really see on the screen here, but I'm just gonna tell you, I'm pulling anything between 38 and 47 kilowatt. Which is not a lot, and obviously too expensive for a 100 kilowatt charger. This was just a test. Obviously the 51s will be the most efficient one, but clearly did not help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a turret charge just like yesterday, but I'm going to go back home and try to charge near home and see if the speeds are better still on a 100 kilowatt. So I'm back in Montreal near home, 2 kilowatt, and the other one is 100. The 100 is taken, guys, so I'll be able to test. So at least I'll be able to test this one. So I still got 18 kilometers, 66 here kilometers that I drove so far, minus 11 instead of minus 12. And the state of charge, let's check it. Technically 16% with the reserve, so I'm pretty sure it's much less. So let's see how much it says that my state of charge is once I plug it in, and how many kilowatts I get. All right guys, it says 8% is my state of charge. This can give 40 kilowatts, and my car is currently pulling 42 kilowatt at charge, which is not bad since I've been driving all this time. So pulling a 42 on a 50 kilowatt is not bad at all. So it's almost 10 minutes. I'm still pulling, I'm actually pulling now 44 kilowatts, which is not bad. I have two other cars there, a Bolt EV, which is pulling, I believe, 23. And I have a Polestar on the other side, which is pulling 37, but he's already at 88%. Pretty expensive past that point. So yeah, 10 minutes, 44 kilowatts. So I can officially say the BZ4X can take more than what I first tested, which is 17 kilowatts, which was pretty bad, guys. So yeah, let's just see if in the summer I can get a little more. This is technically rated for 100 kilowatts for the all-wheel drive. So yeah, thank you guys. Hey guys, so I just received an update for the OBD profile here, and the BZ4X and the Solterra are now available. Much more details on what I can read. Not only can I read the state of charge, but I can also see the temperature for the battery, which is amazing, guys. I've been doing all these tests blindly without knowing what's the battery temperature with the yo-yo tests. Now I can actually see what are the impacts of doing the yo-yo with the battery temperature, and see what kind of temperature do I need to bring the battery at to get the 54, 53 kilowatt that I had before. So yeah, I'll have to do another test now. So go back to that charger and see if I'm gonna get those numbers again, and if I do, how much it is. The ambient temperature here is 13. Is because I'm still parked in the garage, and as you can see, the battery is also at 13. So they're exactly the same. So it does make sense. I haven't been charging the car at all. It's been sitting in the garage at 47% here. I believe the outside temperatures are in the positive today. They've actually gone through 2 degrees, 5 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be warmer weather. So it won't be the same test because I was at minus 12 last time I did the test. But at least we'll get to know a little bit the battery temperature and the charging speeds. So yeah, let's get to a fast charger. So back once again at this charger. This is my third time. So I believe this is the battery heater didn't change that much, but the battery max did change. When I left it was I think around 10 degrees, went to 9. Now the max is at 16. So the yo-yo does work. So technically my battery is supposed to be around 16 degrees. So it just switched from 15 to 16 not long ago. So let's see how much speeds do we get for this 16 degrees. All right. So we're getting around 41, 42 kilowatts right now. It's going between 41 and 42. It's a little less than last time, actually. Maybe the yo-yo didn't work that well. So it's not bad. Let's go inside and we'll check what's the battery temperature. Okay, so a little more data here. Ambient temperature is 2 degrees Celsius. We have the battery minimum, maximum, and we have the battery heater. So here you go, guys. The battery heater is working. So this is the max of the battery, the minimum. I guess we don't have the actual battery temperature itself. I just have the minimum and the maximum. But as you guys can see, it's heating up the battery. So once we're plugged in, the battery heater kicks in and starts heating up the battery pack. So 40 degrees Celsius, and it's climbing. It's at 41. So hopefully this number here, the 16, should go up eventually, so we can get a better charge. Right now we're at 26% state of charge. That's with the reserve itself, but at the actual charger it says 21%, and we did go down by 1 kilowatt. We're at 40 kilowatt right now, and it's been 3 minutes and we already are at 22%. We started at 19%. So quick update, I'm just gonna zoom in here, guys. It's been 10 minutes, so we've gone from 19% to 28%, and we've gone down to 38 kilowatt. But the temperature here, we're heating at 54 degrees here, and the battery has gone up. Actually, I think we came here at 16. We've gone up 3 degrees. We're at 19 degrees right now. So that's not bad. So the battery heater is working, and DC fast charging does heat up the battery. So most probably the next fast charger that we're going to hit up, it's going to be much faster. And also the fact that we're at 33%. And the last time when we got 54 kilowatt, we were at 0%. So I'm going to try to stop it here and try to make it back home at 0% and see how much we get on the 100 kilowatt charger. So we're right now at 24 degrees. Wow, that's pretty high. At 57 degrees for the battery heater. And we've been charging for 19 minutes, and we've gone from 19% to 36%, and we're at 35 kilowatt. So I'm going to disconnect here and head back home and get the 100 kilowatt charger and try to see how much speeds we get. And of course, just like last time, got myself some Tim's. Right, folks? I'll see you at the next charger. Okay guys, last test. I came back to Montreal and the 100 kilowatt is available. I got the warning message here, battery level low. I've driven 64 kilometers, and since the battery here stopped, we're still between 20 and 28 Celsius for the battery. By the way guys, I discovered a really neat dashboard here, which pretty much shows all the battery packs in here. So obviously there's one big battery pack, but within that battery pack there's different compartments, I believe. So there's temperature 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I believe, or 7, 8, oh yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, so since you have 16, and there's supposed to be, I believe, 96. If my math is good, 96 divided by 16, I believe, is 6. So you should have technically 6 cells in each of these packs, maybe, and you have the temperature of each. So that's why you get the minimum temperature and you get the maximum temperature. I believe it's here or in the other dashboard. So yeah, let's just go back into the other one. By the way, guys, this is a gold mine. You have all the information, like a bunch of information here. I have to sort this through to see exactly what's relevant. So let's go back to here and let's just start charging the car. Technically, the battery is supposed to be between 20 and 28 Celsius, most of the packs there. And yeah, hopefully we get some higher speeds. So here you go, guys. We're at 10% apparently. That's what the charger says. And this is supposed to be 100 kilowatt. And we're pulling 59. Wow, I think this is the fastest I've ever pulled. So 59 kilowatt on a 100 kilowatt charger. It's obviously too expensive, not worth it. I would have chosen the 50 kilowatt at this point, but the fact that we can actually go to 59, that's pretty neat. So guys, I'm back in the car. So we are pulling roughly 57, but it says 60 on the fast charger. The battery heater is barely working because the battery is pretty much at a good temperature. Yeah, these are really good results. Let me just see if we're still at 60. Oh, I believe we're at 57. Yeah, okay. So we dropped a little bit. Sorry guys, I know it's pretty far. So this is accurate, I believe. Let's just go check the battery temperatures. Yeah, here you go. So we're at 22, 26, 29. Okay. So most of it is over 25 except the first one here, which is 22. I hope I'm right about these 16 battery packs times 6 for the 96 cells. That's my theory. If anyone else has the answer out there, let me know. So yeah, this is the last charge, and I can officially say the BZ4X all-wheel drive with the CATL battery can do around 60 kilowatt on a 100 kilowatt charger when it's around 2 degrees Celsius outside. Okay guys, I'm back home and I just found out something actually. This was almost at 0 when I came home and I turned off the climate control here, but when I put it back up it spiked to 7 and it's going back down to 5 now and going lower. Clearly some kind of relation here. This might be how much it's consuming to heat up the cabin. Let me just show you guys here. I don't know if I can. So if I press off here, yep, you saw that big dip here. So 0.55 kilowatts being used. Same thing for the battery current here. It literally just dropped. So just by turning it back on, let me just show you guys auto. This will gradually peak. And it's starting to go up now, as you can see in the graph. This is pretty obvious, guys. It's a flat, see the curve, it was flat and it's just going up and up. And the peak that I saw before was 7, so let's see if I can get that again. So I guess it's staying steady at 5.5, 5.36, because it's probably heated up the cabin to the desired temperature. I don't know if it's increasing it, it's gonna do anything. It might spike even more. There you go. It's going to 6, 7 point, yeah. So that's what I saw before. So we found it. I think this might be how much the heating is being consuming energy. That's it, folks. I hope you liked the video. This is not a scientific test. This is a test I'm doing for myself, for my own interest. Something I'll be posting on Facebook, on different forums for the BZ4X. If anyone's interested, is only for educational purposes only. Don't take this, as a real scientific test done by an engineer. I'm not an engineer at all. I'm pretty much curious about technologies, and especially the car I own. So that's why I try to test these stuff, so you guys can have a little more information. I'll definitely continue my test to see what happens in different conditions, and especially when the summer comes in Montreal, so I can test up the speeds as well. And as of now, my conclusion is the BZ4X can charge over 50 kilowatt if the battery is at the optimal temperature. So that's what I think. And getting to the optimal temperature is what's going to be the struggle for most of the BZ4X owners. So doing the yo-yoing obviously does help. Or the other factor I believe that actually helps is stopping several times at different DC fast chargers. So the fact that you're stopping at one fast charger, but you're not staying till 80%, but instead maybe you'll charge for 20 minutes. Then after you go to another fast charger, 20 minutes. So you do several fast charging. So that does help heat up the battery, and it also feels that you're not staying long at these chargers as well. If you want to charge the BZ4X at one charger from 10% to 80%, it could be long, depending on the level of speed you're getting at. So that's why I would also suggest, if you're doing road trips in the winter, then try to stop at different places so you can maximize those speeds, and also keep the battery warmer so you can stay longer at the charging station. So I repeat, this is only for winter test. Obviously, with summer test, it's going to be completely different. Hopefully, we can get the peak of 100 kilowatts that's been promised for these CATL batteries. So yeah, so until then, make sure you guys write in the comment section, as always, if you have any feedback, any products I should be testing, or any other tests I should be doing as well. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.